Let's get into the Spider-Man brand new day trailer. Releasing in theaters July 31st. Yes, we are. Yes, we are, Angie. And we're about to talk about that brand new trailer. So let's kind of go, not scene by scene, but let's talk about, the big moments from the trailer. Take some time. So we got Spider-Man and Scorpion facing off in the beginning, and Peter saying, I think I'm losing my mind. He has these black eyes, natural webs coming out of his arms now, like Tobey Maguire. Kind of what we
He's got a couple
saw.
black guys.
Black eyes.
Just a couple henchmen.
Guy from Severance, he's in there.
Which leads to him going to Bruce Banner and asking for help. So, JD, how far do you think this mutation's going to go? I think he'll probably heal it, or, do you think he subdues it at the end, or you think he fully embraces it?
I don't know. It's such a not comic-y thing. It's so different, but man, if the premise of the movie is an overpowered Spider-Man, bro, I thought that was so sick, and he just slams Scorpion on that car. Like, Scorpion is not going to do shit. He's going to be in a hospital for the rest of that movie. Man, and going against the Hand, he did the black eyes there too, and he did that whole spinning thing where he webbed them all up, dude. This dealing with like a Spider-Man becoming too powerful sounds like the coolest premise of a movie, and we still have no idea who the villain is. So,
he needs it for Secret Wars, though.
I guess
he needs this level up,
dude.
Yeah, I mean,
people
I
have been
guess
theorizing
that
the symbiote comes in through this. They're theorizing that the symbiote somehow is connected to this power surge, which relates to Secret Wars and all that in the comics. I don't think that's what's happening here, but they're saying like the black eyes and everything, or maybe the symbiote now bonds to him because I don't think it'll be connected to the symbiote, but.
What about the people walking by and they're like talking to him saying like, I think I'm going to go check out MJ. That's kind of a Venom symbiote kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Well,
it
like feels more like mind control.
Your mind.
It feels like Purple Man.
Symbiote's more physical spread, where this is like a mental shockwave that takes over everybody in the trailer.
It's weird.
I'm almost sold that it's Jean Grey. Enough of the nerdy trades are like sold on the fact that it's Jean Grey, and there's too much mind control. And that
would be crazy.
I was gonna say the opposite.
It would be crazy. I'm just sold because of the people who are covering it. John Campea, really credible, and he's like, yeah, this is the worst kept secret they got. It is Jean Grey. People are saying stuff like that, like
Sadie Sink, obviously, right?
Sadie Sink's character, and we see images of who that, maybe if it's Jean Grey or not. We see the image of I think the villain, the one with the hood on, a couple times in this trailer. Is it really like precise times, like when that I forgot the name of his actor, but he's talking to Spider-Man. He's like, this is a threat we don't have any control of, a threat we can't even see. Right when he says that, you see a clip of that hooded figure. I'm just going to say Jean Grey, even if I'm wrong. She lifts her hand, and the next shot is this tank flipping over. And then when Hulk busts out, you saw a clip of that hooded figure raising the arms, like as if, she was the one. It was he or she, or it was the one that was like making Hulk go crazy. And that's the only reason why would Bruce Banner turn into Hulk and start fighting Spider-Man? It's got to be a villain controlling his mind.
Yeah, that was weird though, because in that Hulk clip, it shows Spider-Man walking and he picks up like this like watch that's maybe it looks like a time travel watch or like a stop your powers watch. And he's like, I'm not going to let you do this. And Hulk goes, only if you can stop me. And he like literally turns into the Hulk right in front of him. And it's like, whoa. Like, what's going on with Bruce Banner to make him do this in front of Spider-Man?
I think that audio clip was taken out of a different scene. I don't think that's in context. But that thing on his wrist in the beginning of the trailer, when Peter walks up to him in that class, he was like, Bruce Banner said, if you find me without this thing on, you better be, you better run. That's what he's like, oh. So that's obviously keeping Bruce from becoming the Hulk. He figured that out, but for whatever reason, he did want the Savage Hulk, because otherwise, why not stay as your smart Hulk? You figured that out in your own way. But now you do want to be Bruce Banner, but you do want the Savage Hulk, but you have something to protect yourself so it doesn't get out of control. And yeah, this whatever villain it is, the villain is the one that's going to set Hulk loose, which we kind of theorized before the movie, before the trailer, I mean. But super interesting.
I was coming in with the exact opposite take. So a lot of people are stating there was a toy that dropped of Jean Grey with pink powers floating around her. And a lot of people ran with that going, it's Jean Grey. That's her powers finally manifesting. They're doing the pink powers as in the comics when she uses certain abilities. Well, today I'm reading through it right now. 4 hours ago, it was just confirmed that that's fake. It's a Christine figure from Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness with multiple AI layers over the top, giving her those pink little wavy things. And before I literally just saw that right now saying they confirmed it was fake, which again, that's not everybody's reason. That was just a more recent thing where people were like, look at the new toy, like that confirms it's Jean Grey. I'm going in with, I don't think she's going to be Jean Grey. I know that's absolutely the majority opinion, but I don't think it's going to be it. And if it is, that's awesome. We're rolling into a movie that's a month away and we're still unsure of what characters are who. That never happens. We don't get movies where we roll into it not even knowing who people are going to be like this close to the movie. So I'm up for the surprise. If it ends up being Jean Grey, that's awesome. But if I were to place a bet on Kalshi right now, I'm going to bet on it not being Jean Grey. That's Sadie Sink. Final answer.
So who do you think the main villain will be then, Dave?
That's hard because it's obviously a mental thing. It's somebody with mind control powers. That's clearly the power that's happening right now. Apparently Mr. Negative was a big rumor heading into this. I guess he has telekinetic powers, mind control powers, which I wasn't aware of. But to me, if that's the case, that makes sense.
Alternate reality though, right?
I don't know. I looked it up. It said he has mind control powers, and I don't know if the game differs from the comics. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure about that character, but that is just kind of my feel for it. I don't know why. There's just something in my brain that is just like, I don't think she's Jean Grey. I don't think we're getting Jean Grey in this movie. I think it'll be a surprise villain, and I already forgot his name. What the fuck?
Kilgrave.
What did I just say? Mr. Negative.
No. Mr. Negative.
Kilgrave would be a crazy switch, but I would not be against that, especially if they brought David Tennant back to play him. I'm freaking there for it.
Who's that?
So I think it's a mind control thing. I wanted to. He's the villain in Jessica Jones. He's mind control.
Okay.
Pretty intimidating villain in that season of Jessica Jones. Like he just makes people kill themselves, and it's pretty intense. But I would just say, coming back to all that, no, that was my final thing on that. But what I wanted to say about the mind control scenes in the trailer, there was the scene where we see a shockwave emanate from the city, and it hits all of these people, and we almost get this weird visual showing the people, and Frank is walking through a crowd. And to me, it looked like Frank was the only one looking around at everybody else.
Unaffected.
What the hell just happened? Whereas everybody else seemed to fall into a trance. Yeah. That's what I got from that scene. I was like, so maybe at some point somebody gave Frank something that helps with him to be able to resist it. I don't know. But from that sequence, to me, it looked like Frank wasn't affected by the mind control in that scene. So
true.
I love it though. We don't really know what's going to happen, and it's a month away. I really enjoy that. I'm really excited for this movie.
I don't know. Google AI is leaning towards Sadie Sink. That's all I'm saying.
Being Jean.
No, it's the majority. Angie here, David, but the new villain can talk through people's minds. Jean Grey can do that. She absolutely can. The power set makes sense.
But
yeah, I don't know.
But I get why you would have reluctance, because it's Jean Grey.
It's ballsy.
In an MCU without X-Men. It's just like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. It's just people are all about it, apparently.
Yeah, no, I mean, it would be exciting. And it is interesting that Femke Janssen was one of the only people not invited back from the X-Men cast who played Jean Grey, coming back for Doomsday. And she's actually commented on a couple of times, like she would have loved to have been invited back, but they just didn't. So trust me, there's plenty of reasons to think that I totally acknowledge is a logical reason, but I'm just going to bet it's not her.
So you guys familiar with the character William Metzger? It's an X-Men villain. He's in the movie, played by actor Tramell Tillman. He's the leader of damage
Oh.
control and also part of like the anti-mutant thing. So he's like,
Well, then he's
rounding
not
up
a
mutants.
mutant.
He's anti-mutant, yeah.
Oh, I thought you just
But
said he
super
was a
close
mutant.
to the X, or close to the mutant world.
So that's
I
a
don't know
tease
anything
for
about that.
Jean Grey, you know.
Yeah, well, and the whole conversation between Peter and Bruce is kind of about evolution and mutations of genetics and stuff. So, I mean, again, there's plenty of stuff that would tie into it.
They do use the word mutation of DNA. So it's like, it's just,
Mhm.
you don't ever think Spider-Man's going to open the door to X-Men at all. That's just crazy, but it's crazy in the coolest way. Like, that's really nerdy, really Marvel, really cool. Spider-Man leads to X-Men. That's potentially really cool.
Right.
Yeah, and this trailer was awesome. It has potential to be the best Spider-Man movie we've ever had, honestly. No Way Home's got the nostalgia effect, but this really has potential for the story, and
Dude.
I'm really excited for this.
Yeah, the nerd in me is so happy. Even Frank's Punisher scenes, or even those little clips, were so cool. Like, I could totally see him fitting in there, even if he doesn't have to throw F-bombs or, you know, be cutting limbs off. He seems like he's gonna fit. He's just, MJ brings Spider-Man brings MJ over there to so Punisher could protect her and stuff like that. Punisher is in Spider-Man's ear. They got communication, and he's like, you know, whatever you're gonna do, just do it. Like, it seems like he's a part of the show. Hulk verse, like this potentially overpowered Spider-Man dude. Like, all this stuff sounds so nerdy and weird, but like it's just like, it scratches all the weird itches that I didn't know I had. And it's just like, it could be like one of the coolest Spider-Man movies. Maybe not the best Spider-Man movie ever structurally, but in a nerd way, this seems like it could be like the coolest Spider-Man movie ever.
And we were kind of theorizing before that the Punisher might just show up in like the first act of the movie and then disappear. But it seems in the trailer that he might show up maybe halfway through the movie and then kind of be there till the end, which is way better. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah. That prison scene's got to at least be the second act. So he's at least in it through into the middle. Yeah, I'm more convinced that he's going to be a part all the way through at this point. And in the Hulk design, by the way, it looks slightly different. Obviously, he's larger, but I love it, man. We only saw glimpses of him, and I am really liking it so far.
Yeah. Thunderclap.
He didn't seem bigger to me. I almost want to say even that audio clip was from a different scene, and maybe he does get bigger. And
maybe he's talking about something else.
We have this crazy like Savage Hulk thing going on. We'll see about that. But yeah, because he didn't look that much bigger to me. Standing next to Spider-Man, who knows?
Yeah. Why are they in prison though, JD? Why do you think are they breaking out Daredevil from prison or what's going on? Because he's in his Spider-Man costume, so he didn't obviously get arrested.
Matt Murdock was in No Way Home. He was in Spider-Man 3. Freaking Peter met him as his lawyer. So when he went public with his Daredevil identity, you gotta believe that Peter recognized, okay? Like, holy shit, my lawyer was Daredevil? He's in jail? Like, gotta go save him. I mean, and it's it's literally the Hand he's fighting in jail. So that's a Daredevil thing. And so he's fighting ninjas in jail. I really, really hope he's breaking out Daredevil. I don't even care what the context is. That's just going to be so epic.
Or
we already have
at least run by his cell. Who said Spider-Man run by his cell and see Matt there? Hey, aren't you my lawyer? Something like that. But because I've heard the rumor that if it is Jean Grey, she gets kind of falsely blamed for this because she has similar powers to the mind control, and she's arrested at this point. And so there's theories out there that Peter's breaking in to actually get Jean Grey's help, kind of prove that it's not her behind everything that's happening. I've seen some theories about the plot lines, which to me, if that's the case, I guess that makes sense. It's not for Matt, but yeah, there are just so many. Just show him at least. If he's not going into the prison for Matt, just let us see him. Let us see that handsome face for just like 10 seconds, you know? Give us a quick, funny line.
I was going to, real quick about box office, I was like, throw Daredevil in the I would rather not see Daredevil in the trailer. It'd be a really cool surprise in the movie. But I also saw a report the other day that Daredevil Born Again did not great numbers. Like people
not
aren't
surprised.
rushing to go watch Daredevil, even though like we all love it. You know, it's really good, but its numbers aren't all that great. So if you,
Which
it's
is
not like
weird.
it is kind of
The
weird.
finale
Like,
had the highest rated episode of all MCU shows ever of season 2
but
somehow. But I don't
the
agree.
article I was reading was the finale specifically was not even in the top 10 watched shows that
numbers
week.
straight
Yeah.
up. And that's probably the case. Yeah.
Yeah. Daredevil's
But that's
not a real
weird. I
casual
agree.
fan, you need to be like
True.
a sweaty to be a Daredevil fan.
But
really.
he should be, I feel like, right?
Yeah,
He's
we
so
should be for
cool.
sure.
He should be, but he's not.
I think there's some too. I know some people though who didn't watch Born Again because they're like, do I have to watch 3 episodes of the Netflix series first? And it's like, well, it does
3
build off
seasons,
of that. I mean, I guess you don't have to, but it absolutely, like, if you haven't watched the Netflix series, to me, Born Again doesn't mean as much because there's so
it
much
wouldn't.
stuff built on top
It
of that with
wouldn't,
Kingpin and
true.
Daredevil building up to that rivalry. So a lot of people, I feel like, were like, that's just, I got to watch 3 seasons to start this show that's coming on Disney. I feel like that played a part in the numbers being kind of low.
Mm-hmm. Which sucks.
Yeah, it deserves the attention.
Dave, before we move on, what's your percentage chance Daredevil's in the movie out of 100?
Daredevil or Matt Murdock?
Well, I guess
Either.
if he's in prison, he's just Matt. Either.
0%.
If he breaks him out, though, if he breaks him out,
No.
he's gonna fight as Daredevil at the end with
Yeah,
Punisher.
but I don't. I'm gonna
I
go
think-
2% Daredevil, 30% Matt Murdock.
Wow, JD.
I like the 30% for the overall kind of Matt Murdock. But if he does break him out of jail, I'll go good. I mean, then in that
Has to do it for a
scenario, I'd
reason.
go good. If he
Yeah.
does break Matt Murdock out of jail, I'd go up to like a good 80%. We'll see Daredevil. But like either or, Matt Murdock or Daredevil, yeah, I think 30% is a really solid number.
It would feel weird though if like the final battle starts and Spider-Man walks up, and then to his left and right is the Punisher and Daredevil.
Dude.
Okay,
But oh my god, how hard would I get?
we have the
Oh,
there
Avengers at home.
Off the charts.
There was a comic run with those 3 specifically.
Okay.
Greg Rucka's Punisher and Mark Waid's Daredevil, and that crossed over with Spider-Man. I forgot who was writing, but they totally had a little mini series together. Those 3,
Sick.
they're just the street
That's
level
hot.
New York heroes, dude. You could see
It
that.
makes sense.
Totally.
That would be so
Yeah.
sick.
Right. So the Odyssey comes out 2 weeks before Spider-Man. Sorry, little malfunction on laptop.
Does it?
Yeah, Odyssey comes out the 17th and Spider-Man is the 31st. So
Mid-July, baby.
yeah,
Dude,
July's crazy.
I've been thinking the Odyssey was in like October.
No.
Oh, that's
no.
That's what I was thinking this whole time.
I
until-
thought we
yeah,
were
it's
like
fucking
close to
mid-July.
Thanksgiving.
I thought
It's
it was
almost
like
here,
Christmas,
baby.
though.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was thinking it was close to Doomsday and Dune. Oh, all right. Hell yeah.
So for the box office, real quick, we do have Toy Story coming out this weekend, Supergirl next weekend. So Andy's about to get started. And I think Moana is the beginning of July. And then we have the Odyssey and Spider-Man. So go to the movie theaters, kids, because there's a lot of stuff coming out.